Shalom everybody, it's Kalila Kelly, your Irish stew, and it's really cold here where I am, so I'm wearing this beautiful, pure 100% lamb's wool scarf from Ireland. It isn't actually that warm, but it looks nice. It's a pretty colour. I love red, so yalla, I'm going to wear it. Let's go. So I just wanted to make a little video about, well, not a little video, that sounds a bit condescending, a video about what is happening in Iran, in Tehran specifically, but across the country, between Israel, Iran, and now America. As a Jew, I pray for and wait for the day when Israelis and Iranians can be best friends again. We already are in spirit and in our hearts. We just need these fascistic religious tyrants to exit scene left, to depart from the history books, to go away, and hopefully to be punished for the incredible evils they have committed against their people for the last couple of decades. I have Iranian friends at work who are really upset at the moment, understandably so, worried and anxious about their families. I pray for you. I have empathy for you. In October 2023, when Hamas was rampaging and murdering and raping and killing people, it was a very lonely time. I had stress. It was mentally distressing, and you felt so lonely, and that people around you didn't understand what was going on and didn't have empathy. But I think there's a little bit more empathy for the people of Tehran who are being bombed and attacked, and rightfully so. We should have empathy for any civilian caught in any part of the conflict, any part in the world. And yeah, that includes Gazans, innocent Gazans. There, I said it. I have a heart. I also wanted to say that hopefully if the IRGC are gone and wiped out and the people reclaim their country, reclaim a democracy, possibly a monarchy democracy, I don't know how it's going to play out. I feel like Pahlavi has been waiting in the wings. I feel like Trump has been playing 4-wheel chess, or 4D chess, sorry, not 4-wheel, 4D chess. I know that Netanyahu's been planning 4D chess for a while. All of these different pieces are coming into the picture, not to mention MJB from Saudi Arabia. I feel like, you guys, this is the time. This is the start of a renaissance in the Middle East. A renaissance and a coalition with Arab countries, with Israel, and God willing with Iran, to create a stable, peaceful, and secure future of the Middle East. These are countries who do not want war, who are civilized, who are forward-thinking, forward-planning, and want the best for their people and their nations. By no means perfect. By no means, by no stretch of the imagination is Saudi Arabia, for example, sparklingly clean on human rights. By no means are any of the countries in the area clean and pure and white as driven snow, or as white and as pure as Greta Thunberg and her other white colonialist savers from Europe. But seriously, I think the Middle East is on the verge of a renaissance with these key players, with Arab nations that have accepted that Israel exists, that Jews exist, they're not going anywhere. So what? They're fine. They are thinking forward. They have intellect. They have a sense of history. And the Islam that they practice, insofar as international relations, is one of restraint and tolerance and communality and commonality with other people and humanity around them. Ironically, the way things are seeming to play out quite incredibly across the Middle East right now is in stark contrast to what's happening in Europe, which, in my opinion, Europe is going into the Dark Ages. It's going into a dark period of Islamism. It is like the West has been importing, not everyone, not every immigrant, obviously, and it's really insulting, actually, to the incredible communities, the Sikh communities, the Hindu communities. other parts of the world that come to the UK, for example, or Ireland or France or Germany or Denmark and settle in very well and embrace the freedom and the opportunity that they've been granted by Europe. I'm not talking about them, but I acknowledge them. So when people say multiculturalism doesn't work, it's bullshit, well, no, most of the time it works. There just is a particular community, within a community, within a community, within a religion, within a large group of people that comes to Europe and is effing things around. And those people predominantly, very often seem to come from the Pakistan region. They very frequently seem to have really heinous hatred for the host country, not to mention the thousands of white girls and Sikh girls, working class girls, who were specifically targeted because of their race, specifically targeted for grooming and raping. There's a real sickness to these Islamistic, fascistic, hateful sections of certain groups of society, and yet certain iterations of the Islamic community, Muslim community, who are living in the West, who are not grateful to be there, and who actually openly brag about how they're going to take over, how Europe is going to be Muslim soon. And at this rate, maybe, I actually think that Christianity will have a resurgence. It already is. People are reconverting to Christianity. Even in Iran, for example, the Christian church in Iran, across Iran, apparently is just booming. Where there is real oppression, Christianity always comes back. So I think that Europe is still sleeping. It's still sort of like a little bit, what's happening? Oh my God. Kind of hungover from 2001 after the Twin Tower attack. That's just the impression I've gotten from observing this over decades is, this obsessive need to say, oh, not all Muslims are terrorists. Well, obviously. And this tiptoeing around the discomforting and uncomfortable things that are attached to some parts of Muslim communities. For example, the tendency to use suicide bombing as a way of making a political point. Yeah, fair enough. Fair comment. So I'm really excited as a Jew for the potential and the possibilities in the Middle East. I never would have dreamed that this renaissance, this future is possible. And it is, and it's happening now. At the same time, as a woman of Irish extraction, as an Irish citizen, I'm devastated, I'm disgusted, and I'm depressed about Europe's downfall. It's a slumbering, suicidal, goose-stepping into its own demise. Completely unnecessary, completely unwarranted. No reason at all for the way things are panning out, other than fear, cowardice, and greed. And now, particularly the Labour Party in the UK, I think they are so beholden to certain parts of the Muslim community in the UK in terms of votes that they don't dare say anything about the grooming gangs, for example, and they don't dare stand up for borders and for culture and for history and for memory. So it's really, you could say, that Chinese curse, may you live in exciting and terrible times. But I'm both proud of the future that Israel is demanding for itself and fighting for, because it has to. No other choice, it's existential. And I'm a bit contemptuous of the way Europeans are needlessly rolling over and saying, come on, just put us out of our misery. We're tired. We're tired of being the white savior. Just, can we go back to suffering? Can we go back to things being really shit and really difficult? Screw the Magna Carta, screw democracy, screw free speech, screw beating Hitler. We're just tired. We're just tired of being Europeans. We're tired of being great. Let's just be terrible for a while, yeah? And so certain other people are going, okay, we'll help you. We'll help get rid of you and your culture and your Christianity. Hello, plane. Anyway, back to the Iranian people in Tehran. I pray for you. I hope that this situation resolves in a way that will bring peace and sustainability. I hope there isn't rampant corruption and craziness and black market shit and more violence and more reprisals and weird Islamic kind of terrorist uprisings in response. I hope all of that mess doesn't happen, and I hope that a clean, clear, straightforward, straight-thinking, future-thinking democratic government rises up out of the ashes with freedom and justice and liberty for all Iranian people, no matter their background. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.